If you feel like you're stuck, that your life is meaningless, that you're going nowhere, then you're watching the right video. I'm going to give you guys 3 simple steps to start changing your life today so that you can start feeling unstuck, so that you can feel like your life has more of a purpose, more of a meaning, so you can start being happier and feeling fulfilled. It's really easy in our current society, the way our society is set up, to get stuck in this rut where we just get up, go to work, and come home, eat dinner, do whatever, and go to bed. I've seen videos online about people talking about how depressed they are because of the rut that they're stuck in. Well, for starters, let's talk about what is the meaning to life. What's the purpose to life? Now, I've had to go through some pretty low times myself to really kind of establish this within myself. And this meaning for me makes life worth living. For starters, we're spiritual beings. We're not just a physical body. We're 2 separate things. We're a physical body and a spiritual body that are combined. We've come down onto earth into a physical body that's housed by the real us, the spirit of us. And we came down here with an intention to explore, to expand, to learn, to grow, and to have experiences that we can only have here with the body. So for starters, understanding why you came here to me is incredibly important. You came here to expand, to grow, to have new experiences. This is how we as spiritual beings grow. And in life, you're either doing one of 2 things. You're either growing or you're dying. There's no in between. These 3 simple steps I'm going to give you will help to put you on a growth path. Okay? So number 1 is sit down, think about, and write down how you would like your life to look, or how you would like to see yourself. What is kind of like your dream version of yourself in your life? But don't go too crazy. Go with something that is achievable. So for example, don't, unless you really have this belief level, but something that might be too grandiose would be like, oh, I want to have billions of dollars, a mega yacht, and a huge mansion, and etc. My own private jet, etc., etc. Okay? Try to think of something that's a bit more realistic for the average person. So a good example would be maybe, I really miss playing soccer. Maybe I should start playing soccer again. And that'd be really fun if I just saw myself playing for a soccer team here locally. And maybe I have a girlfriend or a wife. Maybe I have kids. Maybe I'm making $100,000 a year, $150,000 a year, making more money. Maybe I'm just taking a vacation once or twice a year. Okay? If you're really stuck in a rut, you have to make sure that you're setting a dream state for yourself that would be achievable, something that you can believe in. That's very important because if you don't believe in it, you'll never be motivated to do anything about it. So sit down, write down what you think your dream life would look like for you on a believable level. And you might sit down and rewrite this multiple times as you're figuring that out. This can be the hardest step, knowing what do I want out of life? Who am I really? Who do I want to see myself as? That can really take a lot of work. So you might rewrite this a few times. But once you get that figured out, let's step into step number 2. Step number 2 is kind of reverse engineering the first step. What would it take? What would you physically need to do in order to get to where you want to be in that dream state? What do you physically need to do? So for example, we'll use the soccer example. Let's say you want to be a soccer player and you're 32 years old. Okay, so you're not as young as you used to be. So you might go, I better start doing some cardio. I better start sprinting and running. Maybe I need to clean up my diet. I should probably go buy a soccer ball and some gear and maybe hit the park so I can practice. I'll hit the park a few times a week and I'll go practice. Maybe I can go online and watch tutorials and YouTube videos or just watch soccer games and start blending that into my life. So you want to reverse engineer that and think of physically what would it take for you to get there. And you don't have to physically do all those things right now, but just kind of try to draw out a path that would make sense to you that you would need to take in order to get there. Okay? Now, as you embark on the journey and you start doing the things, you might find new things to add to the to-do list. But that's step number 2. You've got to know some sort of a physical path that you can take to get there. And if you don't know everything now, don't worry about it. Just keep thinking about it and ideas will come. If you can get at least one idea, start acting on that. And as you do, you're now embodying the energy of your activity and where you're trying to go. And as you do that, you're going to attract experiences into your life that will give clarity to you and expand the ideas and things that you can do to help move you towards your end goal. Okay, once you have your number 1 and number 2 taken care of, you've written it all down as far as you can. Now you want to start integrating the number 2 into your life. So start taking the physical action. And you don't have to go crazy. You don't have to go all out, which I have a tendency to do sometimes, kind of my personality. Just integrate a little bit. So let's go with the soccer example. Let's say you start off just doing cardio and buying a soccer ball to go kick around in the front yard and start practicing kicking and dribbling. Maybe you're just doing it in the house. You're practicing dribbling in the house a little bit, bouncing the ball around, back and forth, getting used to the feel of a ball again and getting some cardio in. And do that a couple times a week, maybe 3 times, maybe 4 times, maybe just 2 times. Just start integrating it. As you integrate it, you will notice that your mood and everything starts to change a little bit. You're kind of stirring up the pot, okay? And as you're doing this, you're going to start to feel better. You're going to start to get, like I said, ideas. You're going to start attracting more into your life. You're going to start feeling happier. You're going to start feeling a little more refreshed, a little less stuck, because you're taking action and moving forward. You are taking action and moving forward. And the idea is here, the only person who can change your life and get you stuck out of the rut is you. You're the only person that can do it. You have to believe in yourself. And trust me, all of us are capable. All of us are capable. Just make sure, depending on where you're at, how much action you can take, just integrate a little at a time, just a little bit. As you do that, you're going to start having a higher belief in yourself. You're going to start feeling better, like I said. And as you have a higher belief in yourself, you're going to be able to start really integrating more into your life and seeing that you can make change, that you can get stuck out of a rut. And some other things as a bonus one, we'll call this number 4, that you can start doing is just start finding ways to get out of the house and mingling with people, at least to some degree. For me, I don't get out of the house a lot because I run my t-shirt printing business and it's from home, and I'm a single dad. So I'm at home being a dad a lot of time, cooking meals and cleaning the house, doing the dishes, doing laundry. I do the grocery shopping. But even doing things like grocery shopping is getting out of the house. Going to the gym. I try to go to the gym 4 times a week. When I go to the gym, I'm getting out of the house. Guess what? I'm meeting new people. Okay, you could go do service, especially right now. We're getting around Thanksgiving and Christmas, like the Salvation Army, and there's places that will do things where you can serve to help the community through those organizations. So go serve, go do some service. You could just go hit up the coffee shop once a week, and just even if you're by yourself, just hang out. And as you chat with the worker behind the counter, maybe you guys will hit it off and become friends. Maybe you'll bump into somebody that you know that you haven't seen for a long time and you rekindle a friendship. Maybe nothing will happen, but you're putting yourself out there, out of your own little element that you've created, to help bring yourself into a new, fresh state. So let's go over those really quick just to recap. Number one is write down how you want your life to look. Get an idea, a dream vision of how you want your life to look, but that's something that's not too outlandish, something that you can believe is achievable at some point. Number two, write down and reverse engineer how you could get there physically with ideas that you can currently come up with now. Start thinking of things that you can physically do. Number three is to start integrating the very first thing on that list into your life. Start integrating it a little at a time. This will give you something to always look forward to. This will always give you a fresh new perspective on life. It gives you meaning. It makes you want to get up a little more every day and start your day, because now you're feeling refreshed. You're feeling rejuvenated. You're feeling a little excited. Some change is happening. You're stirring things up. Number four is just get out into the community in any way you can. Go to the gym. Go do service. Go hit the coffee shop. Go for a walk around town. Anything. Just take some activity that gets you out. Maybe go out to eat with a friend once in a while. Just do anything. I don't do a lot to get out too much, but I do enough to get out where I meet new people. My kid's in soccer, and I take him to his soccer games, and I meet people at the soccer games. And it's amazing how very little activity can yield really big results. So my challenge to you guys is, if you're stuck, then do these 3 basic steps with the 4th bonus step. Start integrating all that into your life a little at a time and just watch things change. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me a comment down below. If you have any tips that have helped you get out of a rut, shoot those comments down below as well. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future content. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.